Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 11.1. And where we left off, we had some units that we needed to reorganize. And we're going to start on that on this episode. We aren't going to declare war on Yugoslavia still, because they are still guaranteed. And I'm getting rather sick of that state of affairs. But they're also pumping out a shed ton of units now. They are going all in. But we've got ourselves, a pretty decent army, in our world. And at Brasov, we have Mihail still leading the army. And then we've got in Tarnovo a pretty sizable amount of units. Now, thank you to Cementus for giving me a pretty decent, what's the word I'm looking for? An idea to lay out like a little plan of what we want to do in the episode. The key thing that I want to do in this episode, if we can, is attack Yugoslavia, assuming that the guarantee gets taken away from Greece. But if that doesn't happen, then the key thing is going to be reorganising this wave of troops that we've been given, because there's 14 militia here that we definitely don't need. With some light infantry, some mountain units and things, there's a bit going on anyway, at least. There's also, I've noticed, a couple of divisions of additional units that are held within some of these infantry. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to go through and we're just going to make sure that, so like for example that one there, and we're going to get them into position. We're just going to split up and clean out everything. Now we've got some more motorised and things that are finishing up. And I think we can, go on to speed 5 again. Okay, so, we will do that trade. Because we do need a little bit of rares. And September 20th, we're going to get another motorised unit out. And then I think we're going to want to probably... What do we want to probably do? I think we want to expand out our infantry so that they all look like this one with heavy AA. That would be remarkably useful. So twin engine ground crew training. I don't think we need to be doing any more of those, to be honest. Because we'll take that off. Same thing with the fighter ground crew. So we've got some 40 techs here. We're not currently in the Axis. Otherwise... No, we did join the Axis, didn't we? Because we're doing dual purpose, yes. I remember now. It's all coming back to me. So, we could start doing some 41 techs, but, there's a couple here that we'll definitely want. Right, so Desert Warfare. Let's get desert unit training, because we might end up in some desert terrain, because there is a little bit in the far steppes over here, so having that equipment would not be awful. Okay, and we'll just wait for these guys to finish reorganizing. So crew for money, and then we can have a little look. So, for starters, those mountain units, let's just disconnect them, along with that light infantry unit. So that's fine. Now, any militia, let's detach them. 7 units of militia, and I'm just going to disband these, because they're just not useful. And I thought I'd show this for a change. Normally I'm listening to music when I'm doing this, but... Let's do it on camera for a change of pace. Now, of course we could upgrade these, but I don't know how useful that really is. One more there. Okay, so we're going to be getting a decent amount of manpower back out of that. Now, all of these other militia units. Right, so they're all filled out. You. All of these. Let's rock and roll. Militia are one of those things where I always think to myself, they're just completely useless. You know, other than in, like, some very niche situations, they just don't have a whole lot of usage. Now, that infantry attachment, do we need it for anything? I would say no, so we're going to disband it. Okay, so we've got a light there. Yeah, so we've got a decent amount of mountain units that are ready to go. They can reinforce the brigades down here. All of the infantry we're going to send northwards. Along with these units here to Politesti, yes. Ploesti. Yes. One day I'll get these pronunciations right. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. So, 41. Divisional command. Yeah, we'll let that go. Let's get that one there. And once Advanced Armour Designs finishes, there'll be a few more techs to grab as well. Right, Arctic Warfare Equipment. Now that is good because it allows us to get Ski Brigade, and we're going to want to get those machine gun focused battalions. So Siliestra and Stargeral. Let's go. Okay, so German military mission. We will take that, which is going to give us a few bonuses and things. We're lacking a little bit in the old production, but once this motorized group comes out, that should help a little bit. Now, what have you got in there? So you're for a TD group. Yes, this one. Okay, and we do need some division names, so feel free to comment with a division name for this unit. If you're from Romania, give me a good Romanian name for that surviving militia unit. Okay, 69, I see. Do we want to build these? Because this is such a draw. Yeah, I think we're going to stop those because they would fill out our HQs, but to be honest with you, I feel like we need to fill out the rest of our army. So, you are a corps command, and you don't have a division, like, set up. So you're missing some HQs and things. Now, you've got a HQ, so do you, and so do you. So you need a HQ with some extras. So 2 HQs of extras. So we could give them... So what have you got? Engineer. I mean, you're missing the brigade yourselves. Anti-tank. So we need 1, 2... Okay, so we need 1, 2 anti-tank brigades. Now I'm going to go anti-tank for these ones rather than heavy AA, just because it's a bit cheaper. You are missing 4 brigades, so recon, engineer, anti-tank. So recon, engineer, anti-tank. So that's you done. So that brings them all up to code. You need a divisional HQ as well. But what else have you got? Transport, recon. Yeah, so it's just the HQ and the engineer, so we need 2 of them. And then you've already got that. You're missing a recon unit, which we can put up to here. Yeah, that'll do. Right, core command structure. Yeah, we'll let that go, because all of those are going to make our units more effective for when we fight the Soviets, which is what we're getting ready for. And yeah, you, fine gentlemen, can head over to there. Let's detach you. And then let's attach you to there, and you to there as well. In fact, should we split them? Probably should. So you can go to this core, and so can you. And then we might want to think about upgrading them as well, but we won't worry about that for the moment. You guys need units upgrading as well, and you guys need mixed support with heavy AA. Okay. We want all of our units to be uniformly useful. Right, central planning, that's fine. Right, so we've got another free IC here. Now, you're already going up there, so we've got one support brigade there. Let's give them... You've got a motorized brigade already. Mixed support. You could build an infantry tank-based light armor division. God, it costs a lot. Holy shit. Costs a lot. Cost a lotta. Two would be 48. How long do they take to build? 164 days. 161 days, sorry. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So just over 5 months. It's a massive investment, isn't it? I don't think we have the ability to do that. So, mixed support, heavy AA. Could we put in... Yeah, let's give him rocket artillery, because that's got a decent soft attack. So mixed support, rocket artillery, AA, and we've got a recon unit coming for one of them. So we'll build one like that, one with a recon cav. That'll do. And then we'll need a couple of mountain brigade groups as well. So for the mountain ones, we will stick with what we know. So we'll go back with Recon Cav, we'll go with Anti-Tank, we'll go with Pack, and we'll go with Engineers. Engineers and Horse Transport, put a couple of them. Perfect. So they can go with our mountain units. And how long do they take to build? Not that long. In fact, some of the AT will be out this year, which is good. Right, mass assault advance. Yeah, that's fine. Right, mountain unit training. And let's get our machine gun focused battalions going, because that gives you a lot of defensiveness and soft attack, which is good. Right, yeah. Let's move you over to Asenovgrad. Asenovgrad? Give that a go, that'll do. And then in Dmitrievgrad, Dmitrievograd? We'll give it our best. Now, we could be reducing our supply consumption slightly. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put you in a core, you in a core, you in a core, and you fine gentlemen have already been built up. Okay, that'll do. Okay, so... and then let's give them an army command. And then let's chuck that in on the Victor one. That's 566k now in the field. It's not bad. We're going to give them old guards, only to reduce their supply consumption. So we will need to replace these guys with actual solidly decent commanders relatively soon. In fact, we're out of old guards, look at that. And hopefully we'll get some more commanders next year, like a major wave, because we are running low. Majorly low on commanders. Okay, so, ooh, tanks. As part of the rearmament program in the 1930s, Romania sought to obtain a license for local manufacture of 200 French Renault R35 licensed infantry tanks. Early 1938, negotiations for establishing a factory for the production of R35 tanks had been reached at an advanced stage. By the time France's own demands for rearmament prohibited further development. In August and September 1939, as a stopgap measure, 41 R35s were supplied to the Romanian Royal Army. These tanks served as the principal tanks of the newly formed 2nd Armoured Regiment. At the end of September 1939, an additional 34 brand new R35s passed into Iranian hands when the Polish 21st Light Tank Battalion chose internment over capture following the German conquest of Poland. With 75 tanks on strength, 2nd Armoured Regiment expanded to 2 battalions. Carry on. Ooh. 3 tank divisions. Okay, so once we're done building this little list of motorised stuff that we've got to build at the moment, we can probably furnish a couple of new motored or new armoured divisions. So Bela Imledi forms a new government. It's time for Romania to resurrect. And so this is the Iron Guard. So the king's just abdicated, is the long and short of that, by the looks of it. So Mihail, or Mihai the First, You're fine. I won't bother changing that. There are better options, but that's okay. This guy, no. Ah, that guy's okay. I'm less okay with that. The land build speed minus 5% is good. And I think I will keep that in place as long as I can get, yep, the supply consumption. Efficient sociopath, no thank you. Let's get ourselves our crime fighter back in, and I don't want a minus 5%. We'll go for the peacetime bloke just to try and maximise our IC. Okay, so those tanks are pretty useful, to be honest, because we can build another couple of armoured divisions. Now, that will take us up to 5 armoured divisions. That's not too shabby. That's actually a pretty sizable little armoured force that we'll have, considering. What's dropped our research so much? You. Oh, and you're both shit. Great. Oh, how annoying. Okay, so Japan. Crude. I need some more rares, everyone. Like, literally, I'm only -2 a day. Someone sell me some rares. Right, combined arms defense. We'll let that... Oh yeah, that's done. And is there any armoured techs or anything that we're looking at? No, we're at 41 for, like, the majority of these. In fact, all of them. Have we got any 40 techs down here? No. We're doing all of those. Doing all the ones on there. Oh, apart from that one. And we'll want to get division headquarters over there as well, just to get the delay between attacks time down. In fact, how much time does it take now for you to recover? 88 hours. That's solid. And still making £43 a day. Well, you know, the money currency in this game at least. It's going to be more than that. Okay, light truck improvements. Should have been more light truck really if I was going for this. Right, recon unit 41. We'll let that come off, and then we can put some more onto here. So civil defense and medicine we want to get soon as possible. And recon units. Perfect. Let's get medicine there. And then we can go on to industry and start looking at some of those refining techs. Right, Supreme. Yep, so that one's finished up. Let's get steel production. And we can probably get rares production as well soon. Looks like a bit of our upgrades is finished off. And then, yeah, we're just building up all of our self-propelled at the moment. Now, we can't go to war whilst we're upgrading, so we're going to need to keep an eye out on the Yugoslavians. They're not going to declare war on us, though. Alright, special operations training. And let's get oil refining up to the next level, because our production's sitting at 62 a day at the moment, and we're nearly at 110 barrels a day. Okay, Iron Guard retaliation. So shortly after the installation of Constantine as the new Minister of Interior, body auxiliary police called Legionary Police was set up and... okay. So there's a bit of nationalisation going on of several factories. So we've got to keep an eye on them, apparently. Feels like we're heading towards civil war. Okay, twin engine pilot, yeah, we'll take that off as well because we can get rare materials refining. Oh, that's going to help our deficit a little bit. Thank you very much, Finland. Right, German fighters and bombers. Receive the aircraft. Ah. So it's a oh my god, Messerschmitt. Decent Messerschmitt fighters. Okay. We don't have that many air bases, so we're actually going to send these guys north. And then there's a few units based here. Let's detach you. We've got a medium bomber there, which we could link up with our own medium bomber. Can you repair a little bit? So yeah, we've got a little bit of a reinforcement spend that we can put. Some extra planes are welcomed. Right, tactical air command. Yeah, we'll take that away and then do coal processing. And then we can get on to... yeah, we can do the airplane radio communications as well. Try and get that up a little bit. Yeah, a little bit more on rares. Right, recon unit. Let's get the airplane one. And then there's a couple of construction techs that we're doing. So I've started doing these road and railroad ones because it'll unlock some techs in that grand battle plan tree. So you're repairing a little bit, you've repaired a little bit. Let's stick you together. Okay, I find that somewhat useful. Now, have we got a level 2 airbase anywhere? And then you guys can go to this one. Okay, so German aircraft. We haven't exactly got the world's largest air force. It's the only thing that I've neglected because I've gone so hard on army. But hopefully the German air force will cover our air needs. And we can just, you know, adopt a bit of a defensive posture with our own. Right, industrial zone. And yeah, we can go on to infantry techs now. And armor maybe in a moment. Okay, so infantry unit command, yeah, that's fine. Let's get the armoured engineers. Crude oil for money, yeah, that's fine. And yeah, that's just sort of leveled us out a little bit more. And in November we're going to get some more motorised units freed up, which is good. Right, yeah, Liberia, that's fine. Thanks for decreasing our deficit. What kind of point are we up to now? Yeah, that's fine, yeah. 2.221, that's a pain. I thought it was meant to have come down, not gone up. Right, mobile unit training. We could just go out and try and make our own trade, to be fair. And you know what? Let's do that. Italy. You've normally got a decent amount of stuff. In fact, let's do it more clever than that. Let's have a little look at who isn't lacking. So USA, the Soviets. Italy does have a minor surplus, but nothing major. Okay, so we will go with... who's really the best option? Germany. We want to buy... okay, you won't trade, fine. We want to buy Okay, no, they went likely there for a minute. Will you do that? Yep, they will. That takes us green, but it means we start losing money. But hopefully some trades will come in for oil, because we're running at such a surplus at the moment. 42. Advanced armor designs. Amazing. So what that means is, yeah, we can get these ones going. Armored unit training, 41. Let's get assault guns up. And yeah, those armoured ones are coming along quite nicely. If we can have them in sort of 1941 level by the time we go to war, that would be bang on. And you know what, I'm going to put heavy armour designs on as well, because in the late war we might need some heavy armour. Okay, so now what are you for? No, you've got to be for a unit of like 4. So like you're filled out. And that's you. Lovely. Okay, so nearly at 600,000 troops in the field. That is good. Right, so medium aircraft factory, that's fine. Oh, the hood's lost. That's not good. Let's get armoured cars going. So, political opponents eliminated. So, by the end of 1940, the national funeral and reburial of Cornelio Codronau, former leader of the Iron Guard, was to be held, and judicial authorities were fearing legionnaire reprisals against those considered responsible. Under the pretext of collecting data for the preparation of testimony, the court ordered the transfer of some target detainees from the Guard-controlled Jalava Penitentiary to another secure location under military escort. Considering the possibility of former Carolis getting out of its reach, the Guard decided it was time to take urgent action. During the night of the 26th of November 1940, 63 people were killed in Jalava prison, and other political advisors were executed in the Bucharest police prefecture. The here we go. Strenjnik, Prahova, and Bolota Valazia forests. We should never have trusted these people. Great. Is that anyone that I've got in power at the moment? No. Can you go away? No. Great. Alright, King George V has just been built and launched, and a couple of anti-tank guns. So, you need one, and yeah, it's you two. So, we will chuck you in. Happy days. So every little helps. Oh, 7. Okay, and I see we've got a little bit of freed up. I see, because our self-propelled guns have come online. So, with these units being built, it now makes me want to do something with these regiments of foreign armour that we've acquired. So what I'm going to do is we're going to build a fast unit for them. Well, relatively fast. So, what's their speed? They can't be that quick. 6.2, so we're aiming for about 6 kilometers an hour. So, we can go with a motorised infantry battalion. We might as well go with an armoured support, depending on how expensive it is. So, it's quite a bit more expensive, but it's quite a bit better. So, we'll go with it. And we'll go with the light vehicle. Oh no, we won't. We'll go with the truck transport. Let's keep things quick. So, we're up to 33 IC. We've got 2 brigades to play around with left. What do we want? What have we got in the other ones? TD and armoured car. You know what? That's still probably worth getting. So we'll go TD and armoured car. So that's going to cost a lot, but it is going to be remarkably helpful. Okay, Japan looks like they're finally finishing their war. So we got that to eke out a little bit faster, or a little bit later, because it's made it until 1940. It's still not, you know, perfect, but I guess it shows the level of difficulty we need to put China on in order to give them half a chance. Right, motorised support units. And I'll lose money. We'll lose money for a while. Right, 3-man turret. That's fine, let's get camouflage designs. Gonna have some pretty decent infantry by the time we're at war with the Soviets. Oh, we've got some laws. So the 5% IC is still better than what we've got on at the moment. By a mile. So we're not doing that. We're on full mobilization. We could go on to war economy. Still don't think that would be best. Propaganda press, though, would be good. Because that'll give us a little bit of an IC boost. Awesome. Every little helps. And some more of our self-propelled artillery is coming online. Now, still no war with Yugoslavia. Logistical organization. 39, that's okay. Artillery, 41. Camouflage designs, and we can get defensive position designs. And there's some artillery text there, including the next level self-propelled artillery brigade. Metal, energy. Right, mobile unit combined arms. 42. And yeah, self-propelled artillery brigade, let's get that improved. Because we've got a fair amount of SP. Right, direct fire unit training. Let's get the next level of AA, just to help with our air attack. Bank for International Settlements, give me some well-earned supply. And a little bit more for officers. And still no war. Interesting. I imagine it will happen in 41. Right, artillery unit combined arms. Nope. And there goes the Republic of China. So, rather interesting. They have won in December of 1940, which, as I say, is a little bit slower than they normally do it in these campaigns at the moment. We'll keep postponing that because I'm not bothered. And Gulf of Tonkin. Leadership. Oh. Well, thank you very much, Japan. A little bit more into officers. Well, let's get the last artillery tech we want to get on there. There's also gasoline engines that we'll want to grab. Road network, divisional command structure. We'll let both of those run and we will upgrade that. Bit of supply throughput, is it this one? Or is it national unity that this one gives? Organization regain rate. I always forget that. so we'll be filling out our units quite nicely. We don't have a lot of space or time in which to fill out our remaining infantry brigades though. And they're lacking anti-tank or heavy AA, which is not good. That's a problem. Right, military police, 39. Oh, we don't have that many garrisons. We can take that off. Desert will go with... There was, yeah, divisional headquarters there that we wanted to get. Right, supplies, money, no. Fuel, yes. Right, machine gun focused, yeah, there we go. Right, gasoline engines. And anti-tank we'll want to get. And we're nearly in 1940, or 1941, sorry. Perfect. So, some stuff. Let's go with economic and short-term and an army focus and boost the existing factories and try and get some of those land units completed a little bit quicker. Right, conflict imminent. Okay, energy. Okay, so execution carried out by the Iron Guard deeply troubled Antonescu. On November 23rd or 28th, 1940, in order to counterbalance the often extremist Guard approach, he issued a decree law on the repression of crimes against public order and state interests, and a few days later ordered the disarming of legionary police and imposed a death penalty for rebellion instigating actions. Although its orders were implemented by December 9th, their provisions were processed by the Minister of Interior in the transfer of the staff from the legionary police to regular police units, divergencies between the two players originating from their diametrically opposed conceptions of international politics, economic structures and reforms within Romanian society, and the pace at which they would be implemented, also grew deeper when Antonescu dismissed the Legionnaire Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mihal Sturdza. This is unacceptable. Okay, so at least, you know, our ministers are able to remove the dissent that we're building up. Right, expand our artillery factories, direct fire unit training, and we'll take a little bit away from there for there. And we can get small caliber tank cannon up and running. Core command structure. Yeah, all of the 39, 37 level 1s can keep going. Right, up to 4% IC efficiency, that's pretty good. And armor piercing capped improvements. Oh, and advanced tank optics we definitely want, along with advanced armor designs. Right, so February 24th, we'll get another unit out. Right, radios, 42. Let's get tank optics. Right, ski brigade. Oh, and asymmetric warfare. All of these little things are going to give us some bonuses that we're desperately going to need against the Soviets. Right, Yugoslavia wants some planes. Sure. Railway level 2. And there was a tech there that I saw. Yes, integrated AFE battalion. So more toughness and hard attack. But we can't do it yet. Right, crude oil for money, yeah. Okay, there goes the Guangxi clique. So is that everyone? Let's have a little look at Japan. that looks to be, apart from Zybizan Mar, pretty much everyone. In fact, they're not even taking any of it. They're giving it all to China. Interesting. Personally, I think that's a mistake, but AI gonna AI. And we're now lacking even more, so we're going to go down now to 0.2. What's the minimum we could do for 0.2? 97, and we get a little bit in officers still. Okay, and... oh! I don't know if you saw that, everyone, but I see an Italian invasion of Greece. One that they've pulled off very well by the looks of it. They've pushed through easily. So mass assault, industrial production, 42, we'll take that off. AFV battalions? Yes, thank you. Advanced armor designs, and there's prototypes and stuff that we could get there. So, go, go, go. Right, introduction help. Yeah, we don't need to be doing that. Right, dual purpose AAT guns. Yeah, 1940, that's fine. When are you going to be done? Not long. Right, come on, February 24th. You can't come along quickly enough. Hedgehog defense. 38. Right, so it's just Salonika. Oh, and they've taken it. So is that it? I think that's it, probably, for Greece. Wow. Okay. That is interesting. That is now very interesting. I guess the question is, do we declare war? With our forces. It's February. We could take a little bit of Yugoslavia out. So Antonescu strikes back, but whatever happens, the Fuhrer is convinced that Antonescu is the only man to be able to guide Romania's destiny. This decision-making landmark revealed during Antonescu's state visit to Germany gave him a free hand in evaluating the nature of his collaboration with the Guard. On his return, Antonescu adopted an intransient attitude towards the Legion. On the 18th of January 1941, he disbanded the Romanianization commissions controlled by the Guard and replaced all Legionnaire prefects. Furthermore, following a failed investigation of the assassination of a German officer by a British agent, he dismissed the Legionnaire Minister of the Interior, Constantine. Okay. So, man of the people with a minus 10% organisation. Can't say I love that. Let's go back to this guy. Wow. There's a huge amount. I mean, a huge amount of Italian units going through our lands at the moment. Let's drop a little bit out of espionage for now. Infantry radio communications 42, that's okay. Let's do aero engine research. Ah, and survivors from China. Happy days. You're also going to up our practicals, aren't you? Ah, brilliant. And we can convert you. Let's put you into a mountain unit as well. So you won't be ready until August, so we'll be at war by that point. Now, how long does it take to build anti-tank or heavy AA? It takes 131 days, so that's 5 months. That's not good enough. It takes 63 days. We're going to build anti-tank, everyone, for the remaining divisions. So, you need anti-tank. So this corps needs just anti-tank. So we can build 5 brigades of anti-tank. This corps needs nothing, nothing, anti-tank, anti-tank, anti-tank. This corps needs nothing, anti-tank. You are you're being reinforced as we speak. Same thing with you, you're fully filled out. You need an anti-tank and a recon. So recon's cheap, anti-tank is cheap. So one of them. And oh, commander, you need a commander as well. So that's for you. And you just need an anti-tank in exclusion. Okay, so that's all of those units done. You're being built up. And you could all do with mixed support and anti-tank. So mixed support costs 4 each. So 16 of them. How long do they take to build? It's a long time. That's a really long time. What else have you got? So anti-tank, engineer. What's going to be quicker and cheaper? That's not going to be quicker. So the anti-tank is a yes. 137. Nothing else that jumps out really. I mean, we could just give them AA. Hardly feels like AA is going to be that useful though. No, we'll give them mixed support with. So we've got 12 units there of that. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so that's quite the production queue, but should be relatively quick. And was that the last? Yes, indeed it was. Okay, so we've got a proper motorized little corps here. Very frustrating. Okay, March 18th. So 2 months from March still gives them plenty of time. July 3rd. So, yeah, we're going to have some units in a rear echelon type role that won't be able to attack immediately. Right, logistical warfare bonus. Take that off. And yeah, get that plane one going. Right, we'll put you to the bottom because you're not important at all, really. And I'd rather have the armor out. Right, half tracks. Lovely jubbly. This is our mechanized infantry that we've just got available, which is good. We'll get machine gun focus. We need to keep that improved. Give our fighters the best chance against the Soviets. Right, assault guns advance. Let's get aircraft prototype elevation going. And still no war with Germany over there, so that's good, I suppose. Right, asymmetric warfare. Gun turrets. Don't see anything wrong with that. So, Legionnaires' rebellions. So, on the evening of January 20th, a demonstration of 10,000 Legionnaires was held, demanding removal of satanic elements in the country's leadership. Okay. The head of state promptly ordered the army and Gendarmerie to ensure control of important institutions and public buildings. These measures couldn't be accomplished due to legionaries' opposition, who refused to evacuate. Consequently, armed clashes between security forces and guard squads occurred all over the country. However, by January 23rd, the rebellion was crushed with severe casualties, while most legionnaire leaders managed to flee the country under German SD and Wehrmacht protection. Crush them all. Okay. Interesting. Right, and then we got very high popularity, which is good. After doing that for some reason. But then again, I guess we did take out the Nazis. It's positive. Ooh. We get a wing of fighters? Maybe? Somewhere? Ooh, was that? Ooh, good. Oh, I'll take some free planes. Thank you. Happy days. Right, so that's good. We're up to, you know, not an amazingly sized air force, but, you know, we've got enough to probably send one group of fighters for, like, each area of our front, so yeah, we'll take that. That's good. Nice. Okay, we're down to high popularity. That's not good. Okay, and I am imagining that we're going to see a war between Yugoslavia and the rest of us relatively soon. Okay then everyone, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to call it an episode here. In the next episode we're going to carry on with our push towards our war with the Soviet Union. They are massing what is a rather disgusting display of units on our border. But, you know, I'm not 100% concerned, purely because we've got decent amounts of reserves. We've got some more armour in the works. We've got, you know, a couple of decent cores of armour. You know, we can, with another 2 armoured divisions, that'll take us up to 5. So we can split that, you know, so there's 5 armoured units and 7 motorised units. So, you know, we can create some decent havoc with that. I mean, it's more than Hungary have got. I mean, they've got 1 light armoured division there. I mean, yeah, they don't have a lot. They got a semi-motorized, a light armor, 3 semi-motorized there. I mean, that's not a lot. So, you know, we compare it to Germany. Obviously, we're completely outclassed by the amount of decent units they've got. But you know, I'm just saying there could be some work to do. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing the next episode of Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 11.1. Thanks again. Bye bye.